All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are in the champion select now, finally between Team FireFrozen and Team Naughty Dylan. So the first ban comes from Team FireFrozen and they ban Braum. Naughty Dylan bans Lee Sin from the jungler, while Team FireFrozen bans Warwick for their second ban. Okay, so yeah, Jana, pretty standard. I think it should be a standard ban starting preseason because she's pretty OP. And Rise, I think Team Fire Frozen don't want to play with Flesh Heaps versus Flesh Heaps Rise. And the final ban from Team Naughty Dylan is Zed. Huh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for disappearing, but everybody who's watching probably knows where I went, and I'm back. And if Neon Ninja's still watching, I just want to point out I did mention your name, and they were like, "What?" So yes, you owe me the whole menu. Oh,
All
and
right.
speaking of which, they released a new burger. It's this Tabasco burger thingy, chicken and a beef one. So yeah, the beef one is really good. I just tried it. I didn't get any chicken nuggets either, but back to the game. So, from the blue team, we have Braum, Warwick, and Rice banned out. And on the purple team, we have Lee Sin, John, and Zed banned out. We can see Lucian being picked first for the blue team, while for the red team, we can see Thresh being picked, which is Lucian's boyfriend. He's cheating on him. And we see Vi coming in. Vi has been a very strong jungler, as we noticed when Black Eye played her. So let's see if Solai can do the same. Or whoever the jungler is for the red team.
Yeah, just to point out that I spoke to Black Eye after both his games, and he said that he only played 3 times in the new jungle, so he had no idea what he was doing. But I guess that worked out fine for Team Throws. And we can see Cool Boy on an Amumu. His Amumu was spot on when he played in the previous cancelled OMLT tournament. He went full AP and he destroyed people. IR Psycho hovering over this Yasuo, but I think that's a troll pick for his team, and now he is gonna deny Team Naughty Dylan of picking up this LeBlanc. LeBlanc is pretty what you call it, pretty popular in the OMLT. In the previous one, it was picked more than 5 times, and now we can also see that LeBlanc is a priority pick for teams. I played versus IR Psycho's Yasuo, and it seems that he is going for this Yasuo. Well, I think he would play a good Yasuo, but so far I don't see much synergy in his team, except for maybe the only knock so far they have is the Q that Yasuo can put out. Other than that, there is no knock. Team Naughty Dylan are hovering over a Swain and Graves. Swain would be an interesting pick because he could possibly out-sustain this Yasuo in mid lane and be more tanky. So in extended team fights, probably lash out more damage and disturb.
Yasuo won't be able to burst down Swain. Oh, but we can see a Twit there. Spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon. Lissandra is another good pick versus Yasuo versus actually any team, but Swain Lissandra fast. It's gonna be Lissandra. That Swain pick would have been perfect for them, I think, for extended team fights, but they seem to actually they have more of a burst team. If you notice, they can pick one target and just use all the chain CC that they have: Thresh Hook, Assault Battery, Vault Breaker, Lissandra's ulti, collateral damage, Buckshot, so a lot of damage. But Kale as a support, wow, that's such a clutch pick from Team FireFrozen.
I don't think it's a support. It might be just a swap thing. Well, yeah, obviously.
If it's a clutch pick because look at Team Naughty Dylan. They have the potential to pick up a target and just melt him and destroy him and delete him from the map. So you're right. I think it's gonna be. But if you think of it, either a Kale top or a Alistar top, both of them will be fine. But Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems
at
that
least they got another knock-up champion along with Yasuo. Otherwise,
yeah,
Yasuo would have been quite difficult to play with in that game.
he would be a sad Yasuo. But yeah, so Alistar would do great. They hovered over Vel'Koz. If they pick this Vel'Koz, it means that Lissandra will be in the top lane, but Mundo in top lane. Or okay, so I'm not sure how Nidalee will fit in their team comp. I think Amundo will be great to just run inside team fights and disturb everyone. But again, Team FireFrozen, I commend them on them picking Kale, because Kale's intervention could save someone, could definitely save someone who's picked up by all the CC, all the burst damage that Team Naughty Dylan have. But as you guys can see, that they went for the, what's it called? Yeah, they went for the Nidalee top. It's gonna be Nidalee versus a Kale. Both are. It's gonna be a sustain lane, hopefully a farm lane. Both can lash out, harass, but the kill potential of the top lane will depend on both junglers or mid laners if they go gank. And the mid lane, Lissandra has a superior poke to Yasuo, but again, Yasuo is just a scary champion. In the bot lane, Graves and Thresh. I haven't seen this synergy together before, but I think that a hook from Thresh and then a lantern in your face buckshot could be a very powerful combo. We'll see how it goes with
The thing is, though, if you would pick which team would win, I would pick Team FireFrozen, because the comp is better than Team Naughty Dylan. Naughty Dylan is like a bit messy, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work out for them.
Well, I would agree that Cool Boy's Amumu is just amazing, and he would put so much in team fights for Team FireFrozen and just allow them to win probably. But you should not disregard the big potential of Team Naughty Dylan. I mean, team fight wise, they would have advantage because they, not really an advantage, but they can just probably kill a carry. But again, if they just jump on this carry, they have the scale, which will negate the damage that that Team Naughty Dylan will be putting. So Team Naughty Dylan have to play on the defensive, be aggressive in the early game, but then once Amumu hits that level 6, once the team fights start rolling, they don't have that much disengage in them except for the Thresh box, and the rest of them can just dash away. So everyone in Team Naughty Dylan can dash away. So you have the Pounce from Nidalee, you have the Volt Breaker from the Vi, you have the Lissandra's E, whatever it's called, you have the dash from
But that's why you have the good CC from the Team FireFrozen with the Alistar and Amumu.
Yeah,
and
so they have superior CC, but I think that Team Naughty Dylan, they need to bait them into using ultimates. If they fight while Amumu has his ulti up, they will definitely lose that fight for
just
sure.
Quick, and I just need to check something quickly. If I'm not mistaken, I think. Will it say their names? I don't think it would say their names. No, it doesn't say their names. Because I think Crucify played AD carry last game, if I'm not mistaken.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I think Crucifier was on Caitlyn. And Skullbreaker was on. Oh well, I don't know. It's their team. So yeah. Okay, so the game is about to start in about 15 seconds. So yes. I wish we had the League of Legends proper thingy-magic where the game just starts without the delay. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know it would, but yeah, I think a delay is also good for because it kind of limits people cheating, I suppose. People can still cheat, they can still play unfairly, but
Yeah, 3 minute delay. There's no way they can. I mean, the YouTube delay plus the 3 minute delay is just like there's no way they can cheat.
yeah, exactly.
So, Team Throws is the #1 seed. The thing. And just to point out, guys, after today, it's like the teams which will advance to the semifinals. So these matches are actually important because they just take you to the next step. We're not gonna do a delayed thing where each team plays each team twice or whatever it is, because it's not a big tournament and all that stuff. So yeah.
All right, so teams are loading into the Rift now, guys. And this game is going to be undergoing pretty soon. It seems that everyone is connected. So I'm really happy about that. No sudden disconnections. So just fast recap, guys. The winner of this game will be the second seed of the semifinals from Group A. So a lot on the line here. So these both these teams need to think that they need to win this no matter what.
So it's a lot of pressure right now. So you can see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are loaded into the Rift and both teams have all connected. So we are just watching some interesting items being bought by both teams.
Nidalee is
Nidalee,
AP. That's a
yes,
shocker.
so it seems. I mean, most top Nidalees, they go for a tank slash fighter bruiser kind of build, which works perfectly with Nidalee's new kit. So you just, what I noticed that top Nidalees do is just they hit you with a spear, or if you get caught in a oh, and that's a pose.
We jinxed it. We jinxed it. Damn it.
Okay, so what's the purpose of this pose?
Okay, they did not. There's no reason been given out yet. It's just 2 minutes. I'll just whisper Skullbreaker and ask him what's the reason.
I just reminded him of the rules. Teams are not allowed of unjustified poses unless there's a hardware issue or internet issue or a relog issue. Otherwise, you can't say that I'm gonna pose to go to the toilet. You don't do that in professional play or in a tournament or while playing a game. You can just AFK and go to the toilet. It's not pose worthy.
Yeah, they might have a reason. So, but they
All
did
right,
not
so
mention it.
we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. Just reminding everyone of the rules so we don't get unjustified poses in the next games. Since this is the first day and teams are still having a learning curve to the rules slash professional tournament that we are trying to pull off here. So yeah, I think that Crucifier is not connected somehow. As you can see that everyone bought items and he's still in base. So I think the DC, he's having a DC or he's having some sort of an issue, technical issue whatsoever.
Well, the 2 minutes are up, so they should be resuming. 3 minutes have passed now, so I think it's disconnected. He's disconnected, so they're allowed their 5 minutes, I guess.
I'm just gonna whisper the team FireFrozen.
I'm sorry, Ali. KFC is not better. McDonald's is better.
KFC is food poisoning. I'm actually disappointed, guys. I haven't received any tweets from you. You can't tell me that none of you are using Twitter. Come on, we're living what? Are you guys living under a rock and not...
Okay, so the game has been paused, and we're starting.
Yeah, we just started. I think that Thresh just reconnected. He still... Yeah, he just bought...
So, pretty standard start. Nobody's invading, nothing.
Yeah, and team FireFrozen, you guys violated the rule by not changing, by having your ADC in your support slot. So we'll be deciding later if you guys advance to the semifinals. We might punish you for that. Yes, we are really strict about having the correct positions, regardless. So both junglers started with the relic shield. Solo, no, never mind. We will tell the other teams that I can hear in the background that there are a lot of chats going in the old chat. This is not really allowed, guys. So just so you know. So some some aggression and coming from I am Rabbit on Kale, and the Q nearly did any damage compared to the damage that Kale did with her E. So yeah, so far it's a pretty standard start. Both teams are just farming up. Nothing interesting happening except that both junglers picked up their buffs. Cool Boy is starting his red buff and he picked that. Wow, some aggression from Yasuo. That's
I don't know how IR Psycho plays with Yasuo, but I heard he's really good. So let's see. We can see that. Okay, there's some fights going on top. I am Rabbit and Flesh Heap. I think they switched things around this game. So let's see how that turned out. Oh, you can see that Alistar was gonna go in, but no.
Alright, so some aggression in the bot lane. Crucifier
Nice combo.
gets pulverized and then headbutt, and this is first blood goes for
down.
Team FireFrozen, and they're still fighting, and the heal from Graves, but I think Pulverizel should come back. A headbutt inside with the Winions and then flashes off. Wow, Lucian picks up a kill with some clutch plays. Relentless Pursuit and flash inside, which gives his Light Slinger passive, which triggers it and gives it more damage. That clutch flash and headbutt from Alistar gave them that kill. So overall, 2 kills picked up by Lucian. This is gonna snowball this bot lane. Alistar and Lucian will be dashing out a lot of damage to the bot lane, and just the simple route from Lissandra stops Yasuo at his place.
Yeah, I think that was some pretty nice plays by Alistar, but I think team, what do you call it? What's their face? Noted didn't, making a few mistakes.
Yeah, they went too aggressive, and there wasn't even a pull or a flake. Wow, the WQ combo headbutt pulverized from Alistar, but no follow up from Lucian. He was just farming, but that's still it's a great harass. But now Alistar's mana pool is really down. He will have mana enough for one spell, so it's either a disengage or maybe he will use a pulverize to
Or just like play it
engage.
passive, I guess.
Yeah, they should play it passive.
You can
So
see a Mumu
cool,
coming in.
cool
But I don't know
boy
what
is coming from.
he's just walking past.
Yeah. So a
Oh,
top
the
lane gank and Vault Breaker lands on Kale, and Soul Eye with Vi was, and he stops. Oh, the spear lands and the Cougar form, but wow, that wasn't nearly enough damage to kill. But Cool Boy is rotating to the top lane and he face checks this Vi, and the spear lands on maximum damage, and that's a kill picked up. And in the bot lane, Alistar heads butts this Thresh, and they're just following the Thresh up, but they leave it. But wow, that max range spear hits Schoolboy, followed by the Cougar form where she pounces and then uses the takedown to kill Amumu. That was a great pickup by Team Naughty Dylan, and I think they picked up. Wow, the pull! Look, Lucian is so low, and Lucian goes down, and Graves is chasing Alistar now with couple of hits, waiting for the. Alistar lives, barely lives. Buckshot was almost coming off the cooldown, and from the kill that Nidalee picked up in the top lane, she got the blue buff out. Wow, that spear.
Spears. Oh, she's down on CS. She's still doing a lot of damage and pull.
Wow,
Oh, the ulti
Yasuo
comes down
uses
from
his
Yasuo.
ulti,
Yasuo
but
got
he
locked
gets.
down. Wow. Okay, that was very close. If it wasn't for that route by Lissandra, I think Yasuo would have towered him and gotten that kill.
Another basic attack would have
Let's
killed
see
her.
if he. I think if he E's and then E's again, he can like reach her. But just
But
too risky.
Vi is there, and she's. Wow, but Vi didn't use her Vault Breaker. But I think she just wanted to push this Yasuo off the tower. But yeah, Yasuo managed to push Lissandra off lane. So he's gonna just pick up. If you check the farm difference, he's sitting on 48 farm while Lissandra is on 17 farm. So for a ranged champ versus a Yasuo is doing pretty good. I mean, he is being fairly aggressive, but Lissandra can farm and wave clear easier than Yasuo can. Well, if she uses her spells, but again, she goes too close to Yasuo, and she should just use her spells to farm because she's way behind in farm. She also gets that free spell cast from the passive. Some aggression from Lucian in the bot lane, but yeah, the Winian's doing so much damage, but the death sentence doesn't land on Alistar, and instead it finds a minion.
Well, so you can see that things are quieted down, but it looks like. Okay, I thought Team Naughty Dylan would be rotating to Dragon, but I think they're leaving Dragon aside for now. I don't know why teams don't try to make play for Dragon early on, as it does give a strong advantage. But you can see that Vi is going to give Lissandra the blue buff, and then Lissandra's just going to go back. Amumu's level 6 right now, so you could expect some nice ganks from him.
The flay, the death sentence misses, but the exhaust on Graves, and Alistar uses his ulti, and they're going for that tower dive.
Vi is coming down from the riverside.
And followed by, the teleport is coming down from Kale, but they just disengage this, and Yasuo reaches in time, and a flash from Vi. Yasuo is gonna try to flank them from the jungle, but he should be spotted by the wolf spirit, I think. Or the pink ward placed by Vi.
Okay, you can see Lissandra's engaging Kill, but Kill managed to get away, but Yasuo's
Oh,
coming in.
Lissandra is caught by Yasuo, but Yasuo still doesn't have his. Okay, now he gets that. He gets that Q, and he will knock 2 people, but he gets ulted by Lissandra, and wow, that assault and battery, but flashes from Yasuo, and they pick up the 2 kills. This is exactly what I mentioned before. The intervention saved this Yasuo and allowed them to pick 2 kills versus Team Naughty Dylan. Very well played by Yasuo. And a pounce simply goes out of range from the bandage toss. Great play by... great roam by Kale. She managed to give IR Psycho a kill and have a kill for herself. So they're both on 1-0-1, which is a good win for them. Oh, the headbutt pulverize combo, and the death sentence lands, but oh, the box comes down, and another kill for Skullbreaker. Vi is chasing Coolboy in the jungle, but Coolboy just tries to do damage, and he uses his ulti, but he's putting so much damage on this Vi. But the spear doesn't land from Nidalee, and he flashes, but then Lissandra goes in, and wow. Coolboy was caught. He had no way to go, but they still picked up a kill. That was a good
around against Vi at least, so it wasn't all that bad.
Yeah, but still, he managed to get a kill, but all in all, they still... wow, the spear lands 50%. At max range, but I don't think intervention is up. Intervention is up, she just uses intervention.
Yeah, he's dead.
Another spear lands, and the basic attack kills it. Wow, this Nidalee, this AP Nidalee is doing so much damage with her max range spells. Spears, sorry. Alistar goes too aggressive, but wow, the death sentence and the flay while the Winions are doing damage, but wow, collateral damage did insane damage on that Alistar, and with the basic attack from Thresh they managed to pick up the kill. Bot lane, oh, we're waiting for the death sentence, but the exhaust is down. The death sentence actually lands and cancels the culling, and 1 basic attacks from Graves kills it. Wow. Such clutch plays from Team Naughty Dylan. That death sentence cancelled the culling, which saved that Graves, and just a couple basic attacks from while having him exhausted managed to kill Illusion. So they picked up 2 kills in the bot lane and almost the tower. The tower is at just so little range, while some harass from Kale, but Nidalee manages to pounce away and just run away. So what do you think of the play that happened in the bot lane?
I think that was really awesome. Like, I don't know if it was intentional and stuff, but it was really good. Like, that, I mean, bot lane is having lots of interesting fights. I just want to point out that Yasuo managed to complete a static shift, which gives him enough damage. Oop, and we got Vi disconnected. So, that's another pause for Team Naughty Dylan.
Okay, so another pause that will bring down the momentum a bit. If you would be kind to tell me what seems to be the problem. Let's do just a small recap.
IR Psycho is complaining about the rule, saying after 5 minutes of pausing, we continue the game, and they got 40 seconds left.
What? I don't understand.
Because you said they're only allowed 5 minutes pause for disconnects and all that stuff, and after the 5 minutes, that's it. They resume game as normal, even with the DC. That's the rules, right?
The rules say that they are allowed 5 minutes max, okay, per session. So if they pause now, after 5 minutes, they automatically resume. But something else happened now, so they have 10.
So it's fine.
They have 10 minutes, so I'm not sure if it's not that obvious, but... Alright, so the game just reconnected. Just for future reference, guys, if you pause the game and then 5 minutes pass, okay, you still have... the game will resume automatically, but if something else happens, you can pause it again, but not in the... like, not right after, but you can pause the game again. You have another 5 minutes. It's a max of 10 minutes of pause time, but if someone is DC, there is nothing they can do other than pause. But if he doesn't reconnect within 5 minutes, or if they're like maximum pause time in one game, Oh wow! So Yasuo waits patiently for that for the ultimate from Lysander to go down, and he uses his Q, the Whirlwind, and just uses his ulti and destroys that Lysander. Very well played in the mid lane.
He uses Steel Tempest.
Yes, Steel Tempest. But what's Steel Tempest called when it's called something else when it's a wind, the tornado.
Gathering Storm.
Is it called a Gathering Storm?
Yeah, if I'm yeah, it's yes, it's yeah. Stand
Alright.
up Gathering Storm and then fires a Whirlwind.
It's a whirlwind. That's what I meant to say. So they are trying to counter jungle and take the blue buff, but wow, Vi with Soul Eyes with that clutch.
I think some miscommunication down there. They expected the guys to
The
be there.
collateral damage does so much damage that they kill the Lucian, but now Alistar flashes away. They still picked up 2 kills, so I think it's a win for team. But Thresh is still chasing, but yeah. Sorry guys. Yasuo is there, and wow, the death sentence doesn't land, but it's now 3 versus 2, but Graves is so low at the moment. They're focusing Alistar for some reason, and Alistar just pops his ulti and negates all that damage, and IR Psycho picks 2 kills using his Whirlwind and then using his last breath. That was a very messy fight. I'm not sure why were they focusing Alistar, but I think they didn't realize that Alistar had his ulti, which negated a lot of the damage. Even though IR Psycho was exhausted, he still did tons of damage. So very well played for team FireFrozen.
Okay, so Yasuo is going for a BF sword, so I'm guessing he's going for his Infinity Edge next, instead of what do you call it? Blade of the Rune King.
Yeah, well, it's standard that most Yasuos go for Infinity Edge, then go for Blade of the Ruined King.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Funny thing is, considering bot lane's aggression, okay, and how the blue side of
Wow, the death sentence lands. Even though that relentless pursuit was used, death sentence lands, but Lucian is popping out a lot of damage to that Thresh, and they just disengage and they don't fancy this.
Yeah, I just want to point out, considering bot lane's aggression and how the plays the blue side made, Graves.
Okay, so we have a DC from Kale, so I think another pose is incoming.
You can see the Mumu coming in to gank.
Skullbreaker just was... Wow, look at that damage from IR Psycho. And they just destroyed IR Psycho on the top lane. But also in bot lane, Amumu's gank is more effective because they sent 3 people top lane to kill 1 person, and they also had a DC. But again, Team Naughty Dylan picks... Oh, and the pose. Okay, so I am Rabbit is DC'd. I don't know why the teams did not fancy a pose, as in if someone DCs from your team, just pause the game immediately. There's no need to go through a fight or something without pausing the game. But yeah, so both teams have picked up towers and kills in the top lane and the bot lane, which brings the gold lead to around 3.5k difference in favor of Team FireFrozen. In addition to that, both teams seems to be... Oh, and Team FireFrozen are just gonna pick up the first dragon of the game. Picking up this dragon gives them the attack boost that they need. But yeah, Team Naughty Dylan were nowhere to be found to pick up that dragon or to contest it, even though they had the crab vision. But again, they did not bother, or they were just not in position, and the dragon was bursted down so easily by Team FireFrozen.
So it seems like they're not gonna let the enemy team take their pink ward. But you can see Kale has completed her item and she got a needlessly large rod. We can see Yasuo is going aggressive on that Lissandra and she's completely shutting her out this game. And he has double her CS and double her kills. So yes, Yasuo is just playing really well this game.
Yeah, very up points for Team FireFrozen. Yasuo is an annoying mid lane champion, and IR Psycho is doing well with him. And look at that damage he did. Wow, and I think that the Whirlwind is just gonna connect on last breath now, but that's a very dead Lissandra. And now the death sentence lands, followed by the Vault Breaker, and they just destroy this Yasuo. Even though there were 3 people there, he managed to kill that Lissandra. Lissandra waited so long to use her ulti. She could have just used her ulti. And one more
Yeah, she could
thing.
have just ulted herself to
Yeah.
negate the damage from Yasuo.
I'm not gonna say that. The thing is, look at the itemization of Lissandra. Even if you're not facing like a heavy AD mid laner, usually Lissandras go for a hourglass, but Lissandra picked up a Morolocon. I just need an explanation for this, because if she needs to negate the damage from Yasuo, and she's using this lane, and Morolocon is not just gonna save her in anything. Okay, they have 2 heals in the team, but still, it's not useful at all. An hourglass combined with her and they catch the
At
the
least a Rod
wolf.
of Ages would have been better.
Oh, and they catch Alistar. Alistar is in no man's land, and they pick up a kill on him. Soul Eyes pick up that kill, and some aggression from Kayle in the top lane. So yeah, I think that if the assault and battery on Yasuo, but he just uses his she ultis this Lucian, and collateral damage followed by Vault Breaker, and Graves picks up the kill. Very nice play from Lissandra. This is the pick potential that I was talking about. They're just going around trying to pick somebody, and they managed to pick up that Lucian. Oh, the flay lands, but look at the damage he does to this. Wow, he almost picked up a kill, and he uses last breath, and he picks up 2 kills with a static shift. He's just jumping around, and they run away, and Lissandra picks up the kill. Then Cool Boy comes for the cleanup. He's still chasing this Graves. He uses flash ulti, and he picks up a double kill.
That was amazing. Just hats off to IR Psycho. That was just insane Yasuo play there.
Some aggression in the top lane. Yeah, that was... Oh, and she picks up the kill, but... yeah... Nidalee does not fancy that, and she just goes back. So, the gold lead is now at 4k. IR Psycho is just playing perfectly on this Yasuo. He reached his power spike, and there is no answer for him now. Even if they sent 4 people like they just did, he managed to kill 2 people. And then Cool Boy came, and Cool Boy is just flanking from the side. Exhaust comes down, the intervention lands, and now the flay... Okay, the death sentence lands on Alistar, and the box is used. Alistar pops his ultimate, and he's tanking 5 people. His team is nowhere to be found, and they're just... Alistar is still chasing, and the Vault Breaker runs away, and that's... he uses the... Okay,
Yeah,
so...
the Lantern just saves Vi there.
That was a messy play. I mean...
But let's see if, Yasuo can clean up now.
I don't... Yasuo and Lucian, they can, but... for the preseason now, they get a shield from this inner tower, so sieging up against them could be it's not the best of ideas. So yeah, it's wise decisions for them to back off. Lissandra just got her Arm Seeker Guard. It's Arm Seeker Guards is an early game. She ultis IR Psycho, and then he gets totally... Okay. So,
I think he bits off more than he can chew there.
Yeah, as in he just like, what's the ultimate from? Is it the Ice Prison or whatever it's called? So they use the ultimate from the... the death sentence lands on Alistar. That's not the... Cool Boy comes in with just little HP and he gets destroyed, but Nidalee goes in from the headbutt and she just gets picked up by the Q from... Wow, this is such a messy fight. And then that's another triple kill for Lucian, and Alistar just gets the... Okay, he gets slowed by the smoke screen. Cool Boy with his full AP Amumu, which by the way just built a death cap, just went in with so little HP. Using his ultimate, he did so much damage and allowed his team to clean up. Team Naughty Dylan are doing a lot of mistakes by just going to fights near the enemy turret. They don't have the turret yet. Team Naughty Dylan just pinged Dragon. Dragon has just spawned, by the way. And it seems that Team Naughty Dylan are close enough to get it. Alistar just warded it. Both junglers are heading towards dragons, so we are expected to see another messy fight, another cool fight coming up. Okay, so Thresh wards. Both teams spotted each other. So, okay, they're gonna get the crab, but starting the dragon is so risky now because even though Cool Boy doesn't have his ultimate, I think that... Okay, so yes, Team Naughty Dylan need to commit this, but the teleport is coming from Kale. Alistar uses his ulti, goes in with his headbutt, and blue team picks up... Sorry, red team, FireFrozen picks up the second dragon, and they're just such a messy fight, and Lucian just picks up a kill on Lissandra. The culling goes the full duration on Graves, another spear from the side, and the lantern, but oh, another kill for Lucian, and headbutt. Purvelize come in, and with a head toss bandage, they just destroyed Team Naughty Dylan.
Right, so we can slow down a bit now. You can see that Kale has got her death cap and Nashor's Tooth, while Amumu's also got his death cap, and then Yasuo obviously has his power spike. Lucian only completed one item so far.
The bandage toss lands with the ulti, and they just picks up an easy kill on Nidalee, and that knock, a Cool Boy picks up another kill. That was a clean tower dive. They did not see that coming. Cool Boy had his ultimate ready. He just went in. As you guys can see that this AP Amumu is doing a lot of damage with his ultimates. This is just insane. Cool Boy played this AP Amumu before, and he was like flawless with his Amumu, and he is showing us now that this full AP Amumu is still viable. Okay, IR Psycho is nowhere, he's alone, nobody is close by to him, but he gets the ice prison, and he gets completely melted by 3 people. So it took 3 people to kill IR Psycho, but look at the damage that he just did to him. Sorry, it's... Wow. Okay, I took a second just to read the spell, and this happens. Like, Lissandra gets completely melted by Kale. Kale is hitting her power spike, seriously.
You can see there's a 9k gold difference now between Team FireFrozen and Naughty Dylan.
The cow is coming from behind and headbutt.
Most skirmish between Kale and Vi.
Kale and Vi. I think this is a dead Vi. Vi cannot do anything, and Kale picks up a kill, and also another kill picked up in the mid lane. Oh, Kale fancies another cougar. Oh, and a flash. Oh, she follows it by the flash, and she's just attacking it using the damage from the Nashor Tooth, and the slows come from the Q, and Cool Boy with the bandage toss just picks up the kill. Another headbutt purfilized, and Cool Boy just, they fancy the inhibitor tower. They can pick an...
you can see that Alistar is giving in a lot of disrespect, which I think is rather unfair. If he keeps this up, we're gonna have to ban one ban, like we're gonna remove one ban from them next game.
Alright, so that was a fight, and another kill comes down from Lucian. Lucian is just... He is 14-5-4 now, destroying everyone.
Yeah, Team FireFrozen are definitely getting one minus ban next game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so the whirlwind doesn't really connect, but Alistar is just diving people now. But look at the damage that this inhibitor turret is doing. In addition to the damage over time that it does, it reduces the armor and it also slows the target. So Alistar is now on a quarter HP. So Team FireFrozen are just sieging now to the base of Team Naughty Dylan. I think that it would be wise for Team Naughty Dylan to just ward the Baron area now, and because Baron does a lot of damage, like the new Baron is seriously strong. And now, whoa, Vi walks into a bush, but she gets knocked away by the whirlwind from... Oh, and they stop the TP, and they uses the tomb prison, and wow, he's just living with 10 HP. Nobody wanted to last that kill, but again, so much damage, and Lissandra gets melted, but she uses her hourglass, and the Culling kills it, and they just fancy this, and another kill from Coolboy comes in with a flash and bandage toss, and oh, they're still fancying this. They're following this Thresh. And they just gonna maneuver from the side, and Coolboy doesn't know, and Coolboy finds a wild Thresh on the way, and he's just following him. Bandage toss will come off cooldown soon. That death sentence doesn't land on anything, and that's another kill. Lucian is chasing this Nidalee, and I think oh wow, the trap, and Nidalee picks up the kill using the trap, and then she gets the passive, the hunted passive, and she manages to kill this Lucian. And now Alistar and Kayle are trying to do this. Coolboy just jumps in and he manages to smite it so easily. So Team FireFrozen gets an easy Baron and easy pickups, and now with around 17 gold, 17k difference, and a Baron buff, and also a Dragon coming in 15 seconds, they will just go back and buy all these big items, and then from these big items they will just go ahead and push this mid or bot lane and manage to pick up a kill.
Yeah, very interesting game. Lots of skirmishes going on, lots of fights. Many people.
Alright, so they rooted this Alistar, but
bait them to his team. I want to see an OMLT there. Oh, the OMLT comes in. Wow, that's a nice ulti by Amumu. He catches everyone. The Culling comes in, takes out half of the team, and they just get melted. I think the surrender is going to come in, or just going to end the game right now.
Alright, so they're pushing now with the super minions and with the Baron buff. They can just go ahead and grab these turrets. I think they will end it. So yeah, I think the surrender just came out, thus the flash. Fantastic game played by Team FireFrozen. They managed to pick up the kill. Congratulations for Team FireFrozen. You guys have made it to the semifinals as the second seed of Group A.